The morning mist was thick like milk. The birds had not yet started their chorus. Suddenly, from behind the hut, a sharp cry pierced the calm. Agirly came stumbling forward, one hand over her stomach, the other clinging to the wall for balance. Her face was soaked with sweat, and she bent low, vomiting fiercely, her knees trembling as her body heaved. Oba, who had just stepped outside with a calabash of water, dropped it and ran to her. Agirly. My love, what is wrong? He held her around the waist, trying to support her trembling frame. Her skin was hot like burning coal, her eyes dazed with fever. She leaned into him weakly, trying to speak but could barely breathe. Oba guided her gently to a stool and shouted toward the path. Somebody! Help me! Please! Word spread quickly. Oba sent for 2 village women known for their wisdom and midwife skills, Mama Yukom and Neneni Ibi, both famous for reading the body like a palm leaf in the sun. They arrived swiftly, carrying calabashes of herbs and eagle feathers. They laid Agirly on a mat, touched her stomach, whispered among themselves, examined her eyes, her tongue, her hands. Then one of them smiled brightly. Oh! It is not sickness, my child, it is joy. The other clapped gently and announced. You are with child. You carry life. Agirly gasped. Oba stepped back, stunned. Then, he laughed. A deep, honest laugh that echoed through the compound. He lifted her gently and said, You've given me the gift I never knew I needed. Thank you. Months later, a night of spirits. Agirly's stomach had grown round and full. She was 8 months pregnant, and her glow was as radiant as the rising sun. That night, as the wind blew softly and Oba slept beside her, Agirly drifted into a strange, vivid dream. She was standing in a white mist. Before her stood her late mother, dressed in white, her face aglow, and in her arms, 2 babies, one in each hand. They are beautiful, her mother said, smiling. You will be a mother like no other. But I and your father, we must now go on a journey. A far one. But we leave you in good hands. Agirly tried to run toward her, but the mist grew thicker. She woke up with a start, her heart pounding. Oba! Wake up! He opened his eyes, alarmed. She told him the dream, every detail. Oba rubbed her back gently and whispered. Dreams from the ancestors are never empty. But your mother left her blessing. That is enough. We will be fine. Aye. The next day, as the sun prepared to rest, Agirly stepped outside to feel the breeze, when suddenly, a warm rush flowed down her legs. Her eyes widened. Oba! It's time. She fell to her knees. Oba didn't wait, he ran full speed into the village shouting. Midwives! Help! It's time. She's in labor. Mama Yukom and Neneni Ibi returned running, followed by 2 younger women holding basins of warm water and white cloth. They laid her down on a soft mat under the moonlight, just outside her hut. Push, Agirly. You are strong. Push. She screamed. The wind shifted. She pushed again. And with one mighty cry, a baby boy emerged. He wailed with lungs full of spirit. His skin was dark gold, his fist clenched, his eyes blinking slowly like he had already seen the world before. A warrior, one midwife whispered. Not long after, the second midwife shouted. Another one. Another is coming. A baby girl was born. Soft brown skin, delicate cheeks, and long curled lashes. She cried softly, then stared up as if she recognized the moon. The babies were cleaned and wrapped in white cloth. Agirly lay on the ground, her body weak but her heart full, both babies cradled in her arms. Oba stood at the door, peeping in, unable to speak. His eyes glistened with emotion. Hours later, Agirly was helped back into the hut. She sat on the bamboo bed and picked up the baby girl. And then, She saw it. A birthmark on the child's cheek. The same mark her mother had. Agirly began to cry, this time from deep satisfaction. Mama! You came back to me. Behind her, Oba held the baby boy, staring at him with the same wonder. Outside, the same morning. Suddenly, all across the village, something strange happened. The farms that had dried up from the long sunless weeks began to green again. Crops bloomed overnight. Fruits ripened. Birds danced above the trees. The villagers took notice. Someone shouted, "The children have brought blessing. Come and see." Within minutes, dozens of villagers gathered at Agirly's compound. Children, elders, men and women, all came with gifts, songs, and palm wine. Agirly and Oba stepped outside, each carrying a twin in their arms. The crowd clapped and danced. One of the elders stepped forward, the same elder who had once blessed them. He held a cup of palm wine high in the air. "We thank the gods for returning what was almost taken. This girl lost a mother, but gained a family in us all." He turned to Agirly and said, "Your daughter shall be called Nsaikak, for she brings us joy. Your son shall be called Obong, for he is a blessing from above." The crowd echoed the names with joy. Nsaikak. Obong. Then the elder lifted both hands and said, "When the ground cries, only a pure heart can answer. And when it does, the earth dances again." Agirly, Oba, Nsaikak, and Obong stood in the doorway of the hut, a family born of grief, love, and divine favor. And in the wind, if one listened carefully, the laughter of a mother could still be heard. The end.